All things ready, on the 9th or 10th of February, we took a lasting farewell to Johnson's Island. We embarked upon a little steamer and were landed in Sandusky. The next morning found us on the train en route for Pittsburgh. We arrived at Pittsburgh the next evening and pursued our journey by night towards Harrisburg. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I succeeded in leaping from the window of a boxcar, reached the ground, and was soon left by the train. I cannot describe my feelings at this time. I started in a run, and after traveling as well as I could until daybreak, I lay down in the woods and resolved in my mind what was best to be done.
In a bold escape, Captain Decimus et Ultimus Barziza leapt from a prison train, using quick wits, fast talking, and deft sleight of hand to evade capture. Moving through hostile territory, he slipped into Philadelphia, then navigated the bustling streets of New York City, posing as a civilian. From there, he made his way through Troy, New York, with each stop bringing him closer to freedom. Finally, crossing the border into Canada, Barziza arrived safely in Quebec, where he could at last breathe freely as a fugitive Confederate officer. Traveling by sleigh from Quebec east 500 miles, Barziza arrived at Halifax, Nova Scotia.
After 3 weeks' delay in Halifax, I shipped aboard the Royal Mail steamship Alpha, in company with some half-dozen Confederates, and after a passage of 4 days arrived at Saint-Georges in the Bermuda Islands.
In early April, Barziza left Saint-Georges aboard the blockade runner Edith. After slipping 3 federal steamers, the Edith entered Wilmington Harbor.
We crept under the guns of Fort Fisher about 1 o'clock at night and were safe. When we rose next morning, we could see the blockaders in the offing, and as they moved towards us, the guns of the fort thundered their warning. After an absence of nearly a year in the enemy's land, I found myself again in the ever-loved land of the South.